Hello everyone, and welcome to Atomic University, where we answer all your math questions and fulfill your academic needs. I'm your host, YB Normal. Let's get started. In this video, we will be covering number 24 in Finney's Calculus, Graphical, Numerical, Algebraic, 5th edition. The problem asks us to look at table 1.5, which gives the average monthly temperature for St. Louis for a 12-month period starting with January. It wants us to model the monthly temperature with an equation of the form y equal to a sine b times x minus c plus d. So the first part wants us to find the value of b. To do that, we need to find the period of the sine curve, which is equal to 2 pi divided by the constant b. We know from the equation that our period is going to be 12 months. So we can plug that into our equation. 12 is equal to 2 pi divided by b. Now we need to find a way to get b isolated all by itself on one side of the equation. So to do that, we're going to multiply by b. So you have 12b is equal to 2 pi divided by b times b. Simplify. So now you have 12b is equal to just 2 pi. Now we want to divide 12 to both sides in order to get b all by itself on the left-hand side. So now we have 12b divided by 12 is equal to 2 pi divided by 12. Simplify. Twelve cancels out with 12, so we have b is equal to 2 pi divided by 12. Or, since 2 cancels into 12, leaving 2 equal to 1 and 12 equal to 6, b is equal to pi divided by 6. Now for part b, they want us to find the amplitude related to the difference of the largest temperature value and the smallest temperature value. To do this, we write A, or amplitude, is equal to half of the difference between the largest value and the smallest value, or 1/2 y max minus y min, where time in our table is x and temperature is y. So we're looking at the largest temperature value, y max, minus the smallest temperature value, y min. And let's look here on our table. Y max is right here when the temperature is 80, and y min is right here when the temperature is 30. So we can plug that into our equation. 1/2 times 80 minus 30. Simplify. 1/2 times 50. And 50 divided by 2 is 25. So our amplitude is 25. Now part C wants us to find D in the equation. Now part C wants us to find the information from part B to help us find D in the equation. The sine function stays between the y values -1 and 1 when drawn on the graph. And let me draw that out for you. Where here is 1, here is -1, and we have a sine graph, and let's just look at the sine graph on the positive side of x, where it goes up comes down and comes right back to 2 pi. So like we said before, the sine function stays between the y values -1 and 1. So the minimum value of the a sine graph has to be -1 times a. We know that a is equal to 25 from our previous step. So the minimum value of y is the minimum value of the sine plus d, which is equal to 30, which is the minimum value on our table. So we can write this as y min is equal to -a plus d, plugging in what we know. 30 is equal to -25 plus d, and we want to find d. So what do we do from there? We want to add 25 to both sides. So we have 30 plus 25 equals -25 plus 25 plus d. 25 minus 25 cancels out to 0. So now we have 30 plus 25 is equal to d. 30 plus 25 is 55, which is what d is equal to. Now our final part, part D, is asking us to find c first. And then once we find c, we take all the things that we found in this video and plug them all together into our original equation for y. So according to the table that we were given, the minimum value of y occurs when t is equal to 2. And let me show you in the table. When t is equal to 2, y min exists at 30. And when t is equal to 8, y max exists at 80 degrees. So we take that information and plug it into here to find c. So with c, we just want to take the times of at y max and y min and average them. So here we can write t max plus t min divided by 2, and then plug in what we know. So t max is equal to 8, t min is equal to 2, divided by 2. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10, divided by 2. And 10 divided by 2 is 5, and that is what c is equal to. Now to plug that in all together, everything we found out, where a is equal to 25, b is equal to pi over 6, c is equal to 5, and d is equal to 55. We want to plug that into the equation y equals a sine b times x minus c plus d. And we get 25 sine of pi over 6 times x minus 5 plus 55. And that is your final function. I hope this video helps, and I'll see you next time.